This is the shore on 88.4 and the waves keep crushing in.
Today with Myrath, a super sexy band from Egypt, and the host today is also very sexy. We're gonna start the show with Myrath with their song Sour Sign, then we're gonna go straight into the interview.
Alright, cool. Yeah, I am here with Sahir and Malik. Please say hi.
Hi, everyone. Hi.
Hi. So I was wondering, one of my first questions is that, like, I'm guessing you guys got inspired by a lot of bands because you do a lot of like very powerful metal. You do it like very intense vocal, and it sounds amazing. But
Thank you.
I'm guessing you guys had a lot of inspirations to do that.
Yes.
Yeah. So, I'm guessing that the question you usually get is that what bands was it? But what I'm curious about is how would you guys feel about a band maybe taking inspiration from you?
So it would be great, of course. It would be amazing because it's such a feeling, you know, to see or to listen to a band that they are inspired by you. You know?
Yeah, definitely.
And it's very, very important, you know.
Yeah.
It's like us. Like we are inspired from different bands, from different styles.
Yeah, definitely.
And then one day, who knows, maybe one or two or whatever bands, they will be inspired by us, you know. That will be, because we're making actually with a couple of other bands, maybe like few other bands, unique style in the metal scene. Nobody can do the same thing that we do or the way we do it.
Definitely.
So yeah, why not? Why not do it? We are like, let's say we are one of the leaders in this genre.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, definitely. I agree with you on that. Yeah. So like, it's definitely something that you encourage.
Yeah, sure. Sure.
That's good to hear.
Right, we hope so. We hope so, really.
Don't do it like
I
Metallica.
hope so. No. Like copying.
Yeah, exactly. No. So you came back in 2007.
Yes.
So how was it, for example, for you personally to get into the rhythm of the rest of the band? Were you familiar with them beforehand, or
I was already singing in another band
Yeah.
called Piradia,
Yeah, sure.
and we were playing like also oriental metal, like progressive.
Yeah, definitely.
And actually, and the guys they came to one of our concerts in Tunis, and they saw the show. And after the concert, we met and said hi, we are Myrath, and we are the members, and so blah blah blah.
Definitely.
And Malik's father. He was like the godfather of Myrath because he's the one who created this band.
No way.
And believed in this band and encouraged us and stuff. So so they saw one of my concerts, and then after that I received a call from Ben, which is Malik's father, before he died, and we met in my hometown. And we spoke about this proposition that I joined the band to begin a new journey with Myrath. And sure, I talked with Malik's father at that moment, and I felt very comfortable because he was a sincere guy, very, 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 very amazing man. And I totally trusted him, and directly I said, okay, I'm in. And by 2006, 2007, I joined the band.
Cool.
After they recorded the Hope album. And and then I recorded the Desert Cold album. So that was the first album I recorded with them.
It's a very good album too. Yeah. Malik here. When you started up the band, did you experience like a lot of like cultural resistance? could you maybe translate for me? I don't know if.
Manta, est-ce que vous avez eu une résistance culturelle au niveau
Because
de,
we play metal?
Yeah.
No,
No, not at all.
not yet. No, not
Oh, that's good. That must be nice to start off like that. But yeah, definitely. So when you guys living in Tunisia, like how long did it take you guys to like get out and do like tours in other countries? For example, like the tour you're on now.
Since 2007.
Since 2007. Oh, great. So that's actually very impressive. So like most of the time you guys are doing like local shows.
Like 11 years touring.
Yeah, crazy. So must be tiring, I'm guessing.
No, because we don't do it for money. We do it for.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Everybody has his own job,
Yeah, definitely.
and we record and we tour.
Yeah.
With pleasure for pleasure and for music and for our fans. And
Yeah, sure. I get that.
we don't give a shit. If money comes, then it's okay. If it doesn't come, then we do it for pleasure.
Oh, that's pretty rad, actually. Yeah, definitely.
That's a rock and roll attitude.
Yeah, it's sex, drugs, and rock and roll. So, okay, was it? How did you like? For example, maybe what was your first concert outside of Tunisia?
First concert was in the Jazz Road in Marseille.
Marseille. Like,
Yes, back in 2007.
were you guys surprised by how people like responded to you?
Actually, yes, for the first time outside the country,
Yeah.
playing for non-Tunisian people.
Yeah, exactly.
And they are just learning by heart the melodies or lyrics and stuff. Yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah.
The feeling grows with the tour you make or with the concert that you've done.
Yeah, definitely.
And but you have always some memories.
Yeah.
And some places that you could never forget, like the first concert you did in your life, in your career outside Tunisia, like the first concert in Japan, the first concert in USA. These kind of moments are very precious.
Yeah, sure. So, like, for example, when you guys came to America, were you like surprised by like the die-hard fans that were in America? You showed up with your T-shirt
because
on.
because we were a little bit not anxious or worried. We were just a little bit worried about, just the American way.
Yeah, definitely.
American way they listen to metal. And they are like die-hard metal fans, but they're like the American style, shopper thing.
You guys aren't exactly new to the scene, and that's usually a very positive thing, but I'm guessing that you guys are maybe developing like newer styles across the way, right? Is there something maybe new that you are working on at the moment?
So, now we are with Adele.
Yeah?
It's more heavy, actually.
Yeah, cool.
And it's more mature.
Definitely.
It's more mature. That's what I qualify it.
Yeah,
For me, it's more mature. It has more balls
That's cool.
than
Yeah.
the other.
So, I mean, I'm guessing like, for example, you were evolving over the years. Did you maybe take any experience considering like for bands like maybe came after you, like taking the inspiration from them?
No.
No?
We had enough of inspiration.
Yeah, sure.
We had enough inspiration now. Now we are the inspiration.
Yeah,
I think
definitely.
we give the inspiration.
Yeah,
we try to deliver sensations and
Definitely,
and
sure.
new way of composing or new style.
Yeah.
And
I get that.
well, I think we have enough of influences like Symphony Extreme Theater, Metallica, symphonic stuff like even black metal, heavy metal, Bimo Burgier, Cradle of Filth. We've listened to many fucking styles, that I forgot, Pantera,
Oh yeah.
Iron Maiden, all this,
All the classics.
the classics.
Yeah, definitely.
So we created our own style, and we try to influence other bands.
Definitely.
We try to influence, not
No, I
to
get
be
that.
influenced.
I get that. That's also very cool. That it creates a certain different perspective of like personal evolution.
Yeah, sure.
So, do you still try to like catch concerts in the places that you visit, or do you just like?
Yeah, sure. Actually, for now, I think it's very hard to get some concerts or some festivals because the album will be released, I think, in the early summer.
Yeah, definitely.
So all the bands are booked and everything's booked and everything. So we are not in a hurry.
No, I get
As I said, we don't give a shit. We just want to play good music and to record good music.
Yeah, sure.
And then everything will come step by step. You know, like in Italian, we say piano piano arriva san. Slowly you will be safe.
Yeah, exactly.
At the end.
Yeah, slow and steady, right?
Yeah, slow and steady. So we played the quite good festivals like Rock Power Europe, Rock Power USA, Hellfest, now Lord Madrid.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, we want to play all the year if you want. my point of view.
Sure.
Yeah, but as I say, slow and steady and just step by step, and it will come.
Definitely.
It will come.
When you guys are all writing on your own, like how much of that, like what actually you put out, like gets into the album itself?
You mean how much? Like the amount of composing?
Yeah,
all of it.
All of it. That's insane.
Yeah, all of it. Because when I say all of it, it's like you have, for example, 20 ideas.
Yeah.
From these 20 ideas, there is 14 good ideas.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sure. So,
Okay, from 20 ideas, there is 10
Yeah. Okay.
good ideas. From these 10 good ideas, there is 5 shitty ideas.
Sure.
Take these 5 shitty ideas, replace them by good ideas
Okay. Sure.
in the composing process.
Definitely.
And then with the help of everyone.
Yeah.
And after that, you got 10. You will get four mega songs,
Yeah.
4 hits,
Yeah.
and you get 6
Like
okay songs.
Sure. So when you guys, all right, I'm actually curious about one thing because I haven't exactly worked a lot in the studio with professional like people. I worked a lot on my own. So when I was working in my like younger days, I used to do like a lot of improvisational stuff. So when you guys are in the studio and recording like for maybe like a week at a time, how much of that is improvised, like that you get put on the track?
A lot.
A lot?
At the last minutes of the recording, you can change everything.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, like for example, for instance, Malik solos, for example.
Yeah.
Even for the last day, for the last minute of recording, he can say, "I remember the 4th song when I did this solo. You know, I hate this part. You know, I guess I have better idea." And then record.
Definitely.
For the vocals too, we have already like arranged vocals, the lines.
Yeah.
And sometimes when everything is done, like the last day of vocal recording.
Yeah.
Let's say that, I got some ideas about many things, because sometimes you have this kind of melodies inside your head turning around and around again and again, and then you get, if it's okay, then it's okay, and if it's not 100% okay, so I'll be very critical and very bored. So I will change, definitely I will change it for something better.
Yeah.
Or I will keep it like this.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. I can kind of follow that. So, all right, one question for Malik. Back in Tunisia, when you guys were for
Actually, Malik is sick. That's why he doesn't.
okay.
He doesn't. That's why he's a little bit stoned.
Okay, then all right. I'm guessing you know that.
No. You can ask her.
Okay, sure.
Just to tell you.
As like a part of the history of the band, when you guys were starting up and playing your first few shows, was it hard for you to get gigs, or was it a very like easy process?
In
like,
Tunisia?
Yeah.
The first show, Myrath.
Yeah.
In Tunisia or outside?
Like when you guys were in Tunisia before you started like touring around a bit more. So was it hard for you to get gigs, or was
In Tunisia.
Yeah.
Tunis.
No, why?
Because for a lot of like musicians, it can be very hard for them to get gigs, especially when you play a very unique style.
Like metalheads. Metalhead, like heavy metal scene, you know.
Exactly.
No, we have a good scene.
Yeah, we have a good scene now, and especially within like the past 10 years. But for example, back in 2004, where like we had like the huge bands that were still on stage, and most people paid attention to them, and not like a lot of small bands like cut through the cracks there. So I was just curious if maybe like
I think 15 years ago was better than now.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah.
Okay, why?
I don't know. the feelings, sensation, everything.
Okay. I mean, sure, like the genre has evolved, but
I don't know the how to describe. I don't want to generalize things, but I think back in the days they were like metal for metal, and not it's not for
commercial use.
not for swag or for to show off, you know.
Yeah, sure, I can see that, but you also have to agree with the fact that nowadays we have like insanely creative musicians that have an easier time coming out.
Yeah,
for
sure,
example, with like SoundCloud and
Yeah,
YouTube.
yeah,
and
sure.
So like the way I see it, maybe like 15 years ago, where we didn't have like this huge access to like the whole
No,
world.
I'm talking about Tunisia, not about.
About Tunisia.
About Tunisia.
Okay, yeah, sure. So
Yes.
that was better like back then.
Yeah, back then it was better.
Okay,
they
so
were really metalheads.
okay, they were like true
And
metal.
that's why now when we did the last concert in Tunisia in the amphitheater of Carthage,
Yeah.
there were like 5,000 people
Oh shit.
there,
That must have been very overwhelming, considering it's like your home country.
and you could see some faces that you knew 15 years ago with a suit and the cravat and and suit
like
and
that.
tie and stuff, just coming with their families and some with the metal t-shirts. and
like the
stuff.
high
You
school
said,
bully
"Fuck,
that
man,
shows
fuck."
up.
Yeah, the front man, they're all here.
Yeah, that must be a great feeling.
Yeah.
like that you're living your dream, and you know, maybe you see your high school bully in a bar somewhere. and, like he doesn't really have much to do. It must be like a little evil, good feeling.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I've never been bullied, but but yeah,
Yeah, no,
but,
yeah.
But yeah, you can see all the faces that you knew.
Definitely.
My generation.
That's cool. It must be very satisfying. I doubt like really big bands like Metallica and Slayer like get to see that very often, considering like the whole pack.
I don't think so.
I think
They
they've
don't
gotten
give a
the-
shit.
No,
you
I
know?
think they're like reached the point, especially like Slayer. You know, like I think they're just like, no, we're just playing a number.
That's it.
Definitely. So, like, all right. Speaking of like bands like Slayer that haven't evolved a lot over the years, because they've done a lot of the same stuff. What is like your opinion on bands that have like stuck to like the same genre and like the same style of playing, even after a lot of things have happened to them over the years?
I don't have a problem with that because we will be always stuck to our genre,
Definitely.
but we have to always improve,
Yeah, sure.
not to get back to zero. You know,
I get that.
for instance, Metallica, for example.
Yeah.
In every festival, they don't play their albums, their new albums. They always play the classics, the hits.
Yeah, like
you
Black
know?
Album and
Because nobody is interested in their new albums because some folks thinks that it's shit. And some folks thinks it's very good, you know, because they're diehard metal fans. So they don't give a shit. Even you serve them a piece of shit, they will say, oh schmeckt gut, schmeckt lecker, you know. So they don't give a shit, you know. I'm not that kind of fan.
No.
So when I hear some good bands, you know, new albums, I'm a little bit disappointed, or very disappointed, because in my head I said, they just can hire, if they want, they hire a composer to compose for them.
Sure.
Because the music is not Metallica, you know.
No, it's not Metallica
It's
anymore.
not Metallica anymore.
No,
so just pay me.
Yeah.
I will do it for free.
Yeah.
Just I will compose for you for free. You know?
Definitely.
But don't make me listen to this shit.
I get that.
Yeah.
So, like, considering that, now we're on like the topic of like fans, with, for example, like medical fans that all are very biased. I'm guessing like that's the same thing with your fans. Do you guys often like take criticism for your fans like into your albums, or do you like?
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
So-
That's the most important thing.
Yeah.
Not all the criticism.
No, not all of them. I'm guessing not.
Critic, but tell me why.
Like constructive criticism.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tell me, but critic.
Yeah.
Don't say this is shit.
No, yeah, definitely.
I can say when we talked about Metallica, for example, I can critic.
Yeah.
I can say, I would not say this is shit, but many people say they said it's shit.
Yeah.
But I can critic, like, this is not good,
Yeah.
because of that, of that, of that,
Yeah,
of that.
because it's either repetitive
It's repetitive. It's monotone. That it has it has no
Sustenance.
no melodic chorus like before in Master of Puppets or Red Landing or Black Album or whatever. You came up with arguments.
Yeah, yeah.
Like true arguments.
Yeah.
The same thing for Myrath.
Yeah, yeah.
If you say Myrath is shit, okay.
Yeah.
Why? It's
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, I get
Because
that.
you don't like the gender, that's another thing.
Yeah. I get that.
Or maybe because you don't like Oriental stuff, that's another thing.
Yeah.
Or maybe because you don't like Arabs playing metal, that's another
Yeah.
thing. Or whatever.
But you definitely take like criticism that is set there to improve you.
Yeah.
So like,
yeah, for sure.
definitely.
We don't have any problem
No.
with that.
That's
Some people criticize us and we take it for real.
Yeah, yeah.
And for serious.
Yeah,
Because we want that guy
yeah,
to be a fan of us.
yeah, definitely.
He's annoyed about something in our music.
And you want to touch him personally.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's actually very inspiring when you think about it.
Yeah.
And especially considering that you guys have grown a lot over the years, especially since you started touring outside
Yeah,
the
that's
country.
right. That's why I told you.
Yeah,
that the
that's-
next album will be more mature
Yeah, definitely.
because
I'm guessing maybe like to begin with, when, for example, when you started the band, when you started in the band, you maybe were introduced to like a different kind of criticisms than you were used to like back when you were in Tunisia with the other band.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Like how did that like hit the whole band? Like how did that hit the whole band dynamic back when like criticism became more international than just local?
actually we didn't receive a lot of criticism.
No?
Actually.
Okay.
No, and music composing and stuff because as I told you, we do something that whether you like it or not.
Yeah, definitely.
We received some criticism, some racist criticism, yes.
Yes.
But constructive, we received also.
Yeah, sure.
Yes, we know some people they said that this shit, I don't like this shit. Racist criticism
Yeah.
for racism.
Well,
Because we
yeah,
are from
that's-
North Africa.
Exactly. It's
And
kind of like,
who's this kind of bunch of,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
5 North Africans who come here
Yeah.
to USA or to Europe to play America. Yeah. Or to Europe to play metal, man. Well, who they think they are, you know?
and then you just come up and you blow their entire
Yeah,
minds.
that's the point.
It's kind of like
Yeah, and sometimes you get some people who criticism. That's because guys, why should you do like this kind of thing, or why
Yeah.
don't you do? And we discuss with them, with the fans, even after the show.
Do you guys
Say,
like often like go up to fans and talk to them
Yeah,
after
yeah,
shows?
sure, yeah.
That's very cool. That's actually very admirable. Yeah. So okay, considering like that you say that you've like have been put through a lot of like unnecessary like hate, right? Have you ever witnessed somebody change their minds about you guys?
no.
No? Okay, so alright, fair enough. Like maybe during a concert where maybe somebody was booing you and then like you started playing
Yes.
and then they maybe just changed their mind and like started
in-
headbanging along with it.
In Epica store,
Yeah?
yeah, like 3-4 times we were booing. Like just after the songs,
Okay.
we were boo.
Yeah.
We just smile.
You just smile. That's real classy. That is a strong way to do it. Just keep the show going, right?
Keep the show going because there are some other motherfuckers are interested in us.
Yeah, definitely. Like the guys that come here to see like Myrath, you know?
I don't give a shit about it. So you boo, you can boo
Definitely.
till the done.
But at least there's somebody in the crowd headbanging. Like that's what the
Yes,
most
even
important
one
thing.
person.
Yeah, definitely. I get that. So about your show here tonight, like how long is your show gonna be?
1 hour 30.
Yeah, are you gonna be playing any of your new stuff from your new album?
3.
3 songs. Oh, that's gonna be exciting to hear. Have you played anything before from your new album live or
Yeah, like we've done 2 or 3 shows.
2 or 3 shows on this tour?
Yeah,
already?
on this tour.
Yeah.
And 3 shows. 3 shows, and we always play these 3 songs because we are only allowed to play 3 songs
Yeah, of course,
maximum.
with the production companies. So, have they been like well received? Are you very satisfied with the reaction?
Yes.
Yeah. So
We are already satisfied.
yeah.
by ourselves.
Yeah, by personal standards.
Personal standing, we are like,
Yeah,
whoa.
definitely.
But then some people will like, some people will not like. Then it's their choice. We respect it.
No, yeah, of course. But then again, like you said, like you made it a bit heavier, a bit more mature, and I'm guessing like in comparison to your earlier music, I'm like there's always like those group of fans or like group of people that
they
prefer,
want like the progressive style or
exactly.
the power style or symphonic or whatever.
Yeah,
but you have to keep on moving.
Yeah, keep on evolving,
changing and evolving, but not to change it to shit.
No,
to change it to something better and to innovating.
Yeah, as long as there's like personal progression, like, you are happy with it.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna check how much time. All right, that's about it. There's like a half-hour interview. Thank you so
very
much.
much. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. It was amazing talking to you guys. Can't wait to see the show tonight.
Yeah.
New songs are heavier, still softer than most metal. You can hear the progress made since Legacy. Even though they talk about not taking any inspirations, they sound like they borrow a lot of rhythmic aspirations of other melodic bands and yet still lose a lot of progress in changing attitudes. They can still rock smaller venues and keep the crowd in their palms, giving back and keeping a distance. A very nubile audience, even though they enjoy the concert, there isn't much to be said of energy, nothing atypical. Music is exceptional, although the fandom is very lacking. And combining Zahir's very soft yet powerful voice with Malik's guitar playing, you would expect more. All in all, everything is well received. Malik's cold isn't holding him back, and the band's dynamic couldn't be stronger. The small venue, although lacking in participation, holds up with great sound. Everyone here just either feel like regulars, fanboys, or friends of fanboys that dragged along their boots. Of course, there is a bias for them. Therefore, I'm avoiding the interviews with those who know the band concretely. I'll already talked to a couple of groups and doesn't feel like anyone has anything new to say that hasn't been said about any band one follows. The traditional singing of Zahir is definitely inspiring and powerful, giving a newer taste to different genres of music. There's a definite passion between their writing of Oriental and power, their ability to adopt both sides into a sure mixture of success. His personal touch towards the public, Zahir's, gets the audience engaged, although not as much as most audiences should be for the fandom that followed. With their song Madness, he tries to entice the audience to sing along. Although the majority have no clue what to do, shows a form of arrogance towards this general fandom. Their engagement powwow in their song Madness feels like the lowest denominator pandering. The wonderful traditional dance from Kahina Spirit, as her artist name is, made the show even more exotic and exciting. It got some of us chubby little moose knuckles to nod along and engage more with each other. Although, any time the return of the music never to turn the audience from whatever rhythm they kept to. The new song, No Holding Back, was definitely a tribute during the intro, but they went back to their typical way of melody, which isn't a bad thing at all. Progressive is a genre that of course moves forwards, but retains their old styles to a T. Although it challenges the vocals harder than before, Zahir still powers through and hits the high notes like a champ. Following him is Malik with a powerful solo and ramp up their overall feel. They are definitely professionals with no matter the costs. Of course, they saved Beyond the Stars for the last, finally properly engaging the crowd with an intense power feel and ramping their standard style up with lots of traditional scenery. Finally, during their last set, the crowd gathers tighter and hits the sweet spot of energy.